Shalom, Kala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Much honors and respects to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, rightfully dividing the word of truth. You do it through your precepts. I say Shalom, back for another quick 4-part lesson. And again, we're going to continue with discernment. My previous 4 videos were on discernment, and we're going to continue in that. So we're going to pick it up right here in Philippians 1, 9 and 10. And we're going to read the NLT version here. I pray that your love will overflow more and more, and that you will keep on growing in the knowledge and understanding. Okay? Now, the word understanding goes into discernment. Okay? And we've taken you into that word into the past. But look, we go here in the blue letter, all right? And you see here down at the bottom, you see it? This would be it for understanding. This would be it in the Hebrew, over to your left, and on the right you see discernment. You understand? All right? What else here? See? And we've taken you to the definition of discernment, all right? Right here in Google, all right? You see judgment, all right? Refinement. And again, the elect of Israel among you Negro Latinos and Native Americans, you're being refined, okay? And you're going to be tried, all right, as gold is tried in the fire, all right? And being refined as silver, all right? Cultivation, enlightenment, see that? Again, valley of dry bones, the ones that have been quickened, all right? Restored, made alive. Insight, perception, all right? Cleverness, intelligence, sharpness, wisdom. And again, the Lord loveth none but him that dwelleth in wisdom. That's Wisdom of Solomon, 7:28. All right? All right. Let's get back here. All right? So that you will continue on growing. Again, people, and I've quoted it, I believe in the first lesson. All right, let's go to 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Okay? A workman that needeth not be ashamed. And again, a workman, in other words, being in service to the Lord, never taking your hand off the plow. Anybody who does is unfit for the kingdom. You read that in, what is that, Luke 9:62. Okay? Rightfully dividing the word of truth. You see that? So, for example, people, look, you can do 50,000, 100,000 videos, as well as going out there street teaching. But if you're not rightfully dividing the word of truth, then you're a false prophet, okay? Everything has to be in truth, and it has to be based on the testimony here, okay? Not something that you create, not something that you add, not something that you subtract, okay? Because it tells you, son of man, take this roll and eat it, okay? And that means the whole roll, the whole book. And then go out and teach unto the house of Israel. And actually, you're teaching unto all nations. You're a prophet unto all nations. And again, you're rehearsing the righteous acts, as you read in Judges 5 and 11. Because when we get into the kingdom, as being of the elect, who do you think is going to be teaching the other nations? We are. You understand? All right? Because they're going to be they're going to have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? You understand? The other heathen nations. Regardless that, they'll be our handmaids and servants. Okay? They have to follow the law. Okay? All right? So, you do understand that dividing the word of truth goes into your precepts. Okay? Precepts and commandments are interchangeable, those two words. All right? Psalms 119, 104 is through thy precepts that I get thy understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. So you see, you have to be teaching truth. Okay? What's written here in the testimony, the word, the scriptures, the good news. Okay? Good news for the Israelites, bad news for Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, and the other 16 heathen nations. Okay? Because they're exposed and condemned throughout the scriptures. All right? So, let's read the NLT version. So, work hard, okay? So you can present yourself to the Most High and receive his approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed, and who correctly explains the word of truth. You see that? You understand? And the only way to do that is knowing your precepts and giving them the precepts. You understand? All right? Give me a minute. You know what? We'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 2, 3, and 4. All right? Of continuing with discernment. Shalom.